Hello everybody, I have another video topic for you guys. Just wanted to share an idea of how to be a better bro when it comes to sharing progression missions and other missions via task ads. So a lot of times people will be doing a task that is a group or maybe even a raid for their own purposes, and they have extra spots in the task, uh, and they want to share those with their friends, so their friends can get credit for clearing that, which is obviously very helpful, especially right after an expansion unlocks and there's a bunch of progression that has to be done. For example, in Seeds of Destruction, in order to be flagged to enter Corfax, you need to have either all of the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Past completed or all of these raids completed. Either one of the two will work, and as we all know, you cannot mix and match between them. So if you're a person grouping on your own, soloing, or whatever, and you're working towards these tasks, and you're about ready to complete one, or you know you're going to be doing it soon, a lot of times people will share in guild chat or whatever that they have task ads available. What I have seen a lot of people do is share the name of the task. You know, for example, they might say that they have a task ad for audience with the War Master available, or they might say they have a task ad for Jaladar #1, or they may even say, which I've seen, Field of Scale group progression #1, or they may say Corifax access #1. People have various ways of differentiating that. Ultimately, it's because very few of us actually memorize what these task names are, especially if you're just doing it yourself and for the first time, and you're just following a list of what you need to complete. Now, problem is, a lot of people that are in your guild or even in general channels um, will want to, when possible, grab a free task ad for other reasons than progression. They may be interested in the small amount of experience they earn or the chronobine rewards, you know, that sort of stuff, and that's totally fine. People share task ads for these purposes, even though they are also for progression, and that's great. But when you're specifically wanting people to be able to tell if they need the progression or not, meaning if they're a person that does not care about the chronobines or they don't care about the AA reward, and they would rather someone that needs the progression to get your task ad, there is a really easy way to share which task you're doing um, without too much legwork to make it easier on the people that you were wanting to share the task guide with to see where exactly that task is and an indicator of if they have completed it. For example, so I'm typing out a tell to myself. You know, normally you would share the link in guild chat or in general channel, but basically you get a, a message you're going to broadcast to everybody queued up, and you open the achievement window and you press control and left click in this banner for the task. I'm just used to using the actual icon for the task, but when I do that, they will see, or when you do that, they will see a link to the name of the task that you're actually sharing, and they can click that link to open up their. What they first see is your status of the completion of the task, and this is useful, especially if you're sending a message to a raid leader to confirm what progression missions you are needing or what raid kills you are lacking, that sort of thing. But if they click this View Mine button, it will open up in their achievement window, as you saw just doing for me a second ago, their current status. So if you have progression that you were wanting to share, and you were wanting people to easily be able to tell if they actually need your task ad from a progression perspective. That is a really simple way to clarify it. Otherwise, what a person ultimately has to do is open their own achievement window, or open up Alakazam or whatever, or open up their notepad that they may have saved and find this stupid mission. Now, for the progression categories, this really isn't that bad because it's just that one section, but it's especially helpful if you're sharing a task ad for things that are not specifically related to progression. You know, if you're doing this task ad, I don't even know if it's able to be shared. A lot of these are solo tasks only, but instead of saying hero of the Temple of Protoxylus #1 or a corrupted archpriest, you would just link the achievement. So that is something that I thought would be helpful to share because it does make things a lot more convenient, really on both sides of the equation, because you don't have to explain what you're sharing and what it's actually for, because they can just click right to it in the achievement window. And what you might find is that your offers for assistance of being a bro by sharing task ads is actually more effective because it's that much more likely to go to the people that can benefit most from your task ad. But that's all I have. Thank you for watching my boring video, and have fun in Seeds of Destruction.